What's up, y'all? And welcome to the Aging Potheads podcast.
Forgot it already, huh? Asian pothead.
Already
Asian
on.
ass pothead.
Yeah. And with me, well, man, I need to introduce myself, right?
Yeah.
I am, god damn,
You got the
I'm
giggles.
already
You
high,
high
y'all.
already?
Let's put it like that. I am already high. I am the Funky Monk, aka Big Brother Boss, and with me, as always, is Miss Candy with an X. What's going on, Miss Candy?
Yo, I'm multitasking here, but I'm doing all right. How's everything going?
So am I. So am I. Everything is going okay. Now,
Good,
shit.
good.
Before we get started, y'all, let me go ahead. Let's go ahead and take a toke.
I'm toking out a baby Yoda today. So, dang, where is my? Oh, don't tell me I didn't bring my lighter over here. Claude, have mercy. Let me go grab my lighter. Just unprepared. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That was cool. Okay. Get my coat on. Hold on.
She said, I got to get my choke on. Yep. Man.
Mm-hmm.
What you smoking on tonight?
Gorilla Glue. Gorilla Glue.
The Gorilla Glue.
Mm-hmm. I think it's a sativa, if I'm not mistaken.
Gorilla
I don't know.
Glue.
Weed guru. Tell me what it is.
She said, I'm not the weed guru.
A weed whisperer. Mm-hmm.
Gorilla Glue is actually a hybrid. Depending on how you grow it, will say where it leans. Sometimes it tends to lean indica.
Okay.
Sometimes it tends to lean sativa. It's almost like a good 50-50 brand. 50 strain.
Yeah,
And,
it is.
When it's grown good, it hits. I mean, it hits.
I've been choking on this shit all day, and I did give it 5 blunts for that reason. Now,
she said that shit is fire.
Mm-hmm.
She says it's gas. It got a gas rating. Yeah, the Gorilla Glue is very, very good. It's a very good strain, and it's cool. It's a very cool strain. Me tonight in my stizzy, y'all.
Stizzy.
The stizzy. In my stizzy, I actually have sour diesel. 5 blunts. Okay. Sour diesel is always a solid sativa leaning, sativa dominant hybrid, or it's pretty much a sativa. Gives you that nice head high. Just something if you got work to do around the house, either cleaning or you work from home. I'm not endorsing smoking while you work from home, y'all.
But we know it happens.
Yeah, we know it happens. So it's that type of sativa, and it's really good. It's one of my go-to brands. It's actually when I started doing this weed whisperer thing, it was definitely what I was
envisioning.
It was definitely what I was smoking on. It was really nice. It was really nice. And I definitely liked it. It's a very good strain. I recommend it for everyone. For those who are in our chat, let us know where you're chatting from.
What y'all smoking.
What you smoking on.
Excuse me. I'm still trying to recover. Because, that was some choke note. What is it? Choke no joke, or whatever they say.
Choke no joke.
Mm-hmm.
So let us know out there.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Let us know what you're smoking out there. Our producer Tony is off tonight. He's out with his family, spending time with his family. So if y'all see me sometimes
doing
a little
Christmas thing,
I'm running the boards here. So definitely go ahead, and I forgot to let y'all know. Go ahead and share this out with your folks. Tell them, come on. Now, before we get into it, y'all, last night or this morning we heard that um, Ellen, Ellen, Ellen fan fave, DJ, executive producer, dancer, content creator, Twitch, passed away this morning.
Yeah.
Um, per what I heard, he took his own life. I am I'm saddened to hear that. It's just one of those things, people. We really need to keep an eye on, check on our friends. It's been a rough
Hmm.
last 3 years, y'all. It's been a rough past 3 years, and
Yeah.
it really, you don't know what people are going through. We definitely need to keep an eye on each other, um, especially what happened was today when I was actually going through TikTok. A lot of the black male creators were stating, hey, get help. It's okay not to be okay. You
Yeah.
just have to really talk to someone. And it seems like we're giving this speech every couple,
Every
every
week it
yeah,
seems
every week.
like we're or every few weeks.
Yeah.
And my the thoughts that I particularly had on it,
Hmm.
we don't, everything is pending. That's just what they said.
Yeah.
um and not to, I don't know if it's too, I mean, people have their thoughts and opinions about what happened. um and I just saw earlier that he had recently posted, I guess him and his wife just recently celebrated a ninth wedding anniversary,
Hmm.
about 4 days ago.
Yeah.
So, and he even posted as recent as yesterday,
Hmm.
TikTok, with him and his wife. His wife is a dancer too.
Hmm.
I think that was his dance partner as well, and they had 3 children.
Yeah.
Um, so whatever you feel on, the topic of unaliving oneself,
Yeah.
just, keep in mind he does have children, and I'm sure they're devastated. It's right around the time of the holidays.
Hmm.
Like it's a really sad situation. You never know what people are going through or dealing with.
Hmm.
um we always have that controversial side of the internet as well that's saying, like he
Yeah.
couldn't have done, everything sounds fishy. I'm sure, they said there was an autopsy already
Hmm.
done, which is really fast. So, I mean,
Yeah.
especially if it just happened yesterday. So, we're not going too in depth to that part of it. It's
Hmm.
still very new. I'm sure his family is still, processing it. And a lot of people are sad because a lot of people liked him.
Uh-huh.
Um, the times when I'd be sitting up working from home, and
Hmm.
after the news, Ellen would come on and he's on there dancing, and
Yeah.
he seems like a really good dude. So everybody's kind of, there's this outpouring of, condolences and support for him and his family.
Yeah.
And we also too want to send condolences out to his family, and rest in peace, Twitch. And he's done a lot of things. He wound up being an executive producer on the show, so he
Hmm.
really moved up. I think he started on So You Think You Can Dance or something like that. I think that's where he got his career start, and he just
Hmm.
moved up,
Yeah.
through all of that. So, it sounds like he was, a good dude, ambitious. Looks, from the looks of everything on the surface, it looks like, he had a loving family and things like
Hmm.
that. So, hopefully, if there is anything going on, we'll get to it'll come out. But as of today, our
Hmm.
rest in peace, Twitch. And there is the suicide and crisis number. It's 988.
Uh-huh.
As a person who has worked in behavioral health,
Hmm.
and who's had therapy as well many moons ago,
Yeah.
I do encourage people to talk to people. It doesn't have to be that, um, but sometimes you do need an unbiased ear.
Hmm.
Um, there's different. resources and things that if people do want to reach out to me or for those, you can definitely hit me on the email for those
Yes.
kinds of resources. It's a kind of a crappy time of year, and like you
Yeah.
said, it's been rough these past couple of years for a lot of people, so
Mhm.
including myself, and
Yeah.
people that I know that are just dealing with loss, and it's just a sucky time of year for that. But I think that it's just devastating when people feel like that's the only way that they have to deal
Yeah.
with things, and then you just leave your family in shambles. Like
Mhm.
I have my opinions on it, but I understand why people feel like they just can't. Excuse me. They have no other options. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know. It's a touchy subject. We'll probably
Yeah. It's a
take
very
on.
touchy
Yeah.
subject,
Later.
but I always say this is sometimes we have to prepare ourselves for uncomfortable conversations.
Hmm.
I was watching a creator today. He's a black guy, and he was talking about how he was okay, but he also explained how the video he did a whole lot of drafts, and the one that he actually posted, he almost deleted it. You
Wow.
know what I mean? Because
Excuse me.
I think it's time that that conversation is had. I mean, all folks, no matter what your background is, need to talk about it. But amongst us, especially black men and black women, it's not really talked about. You know what I mean? It's
No.
always snap out of it. Depression is a choice. That type shit. And in reality, what people are going through is what they're going through.
Hmm.
A lot of things that people were shocked about was the fact that 2 days ago he posted a TikTok talking about positivity. He always had something positive to say. Um, this one hits as hard. If this one hits hard, like Robin Williams, when we found out Robin Williams passed away, it was
Hmm.
a it was a very um, it was a very it was a very hard thing because, like I said, this guy always had a positive message. He was always
Yeah.
smiling. He was
Hmm.
always just, it felt like he was living his life. So,
Hmm.
folks, if you out there and you need to reach out to somebody, whether you know me or whether you don't know me, hit the line. Hit
Yeah. You can talk
988
to
line.
us. We're
You
potheads,
can
but
talk
we
to us.
listen.
Hit
Well,
info at the Aging Potheads. All three of us get that email. Um, Definitely, I want you guys to talk to somebody. You know what I mean? I'd rather talk with you than
yeah.
about you. You know what I mean? I'd
Yeah.
rather talk with you and not about you. You know, and definitely, rest in peace to
Yeah.
Twitch.
Rest in peace, Twitch. He was 40 years old. Excuse me. 40 years young. And he probably still had a whole lot of life left to give, and a
Yeah.
lot of things to do. So it's
Hmm.
just sad that people, I mean, it's just sad. So that's all I'm gonna say about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you guys feel like, just dial that number or hit us up.
Hmm.
If you need resources or anything like that, I have a lot of those. um yeah, and just talk to somebody. Sometimes
Yes.
you just need an unbiased ear, or somebody from the outside looking in, and that from the outside,
Exactly.
that you know
Exactly.
but
Exactly.
anywho,
I know.
so we got the sad stuff out the way.
Yeah, we got the sad stuff out here. But other than that, y'all, it's just shit after shit after shit, y'all. It is a shit show going on. First of all,
Mm-hmm.
and, I think
Mm-mm-mm.
let me go ahead and take this one down, y'all. It
Okay.
is.
And I think Oops. It's on my iPad. I'm sorry.
Oh no, no worries, no worries. It is the craziest thing in the world, y'all. Y'all know that you got Derek Black Men Don't Cheat Jackson.
Oh Lord, I'm so sick of him. I'm so sick of some of these Negroes. I really am. I've really had it with a lot of you Negroes.
Yeah.
That's in that what is it? Relationship guru
Uh,
mess that y'all be doing on there. Derek Jackson, I've seen a lot of his, his videos or what have you.
yeah.
I never was one that got relationship advice from
Hmm.
people on Facebook. Like, it's just
Yeah.
not my thing. I think that,
Uh-huh.
anybody that has enough sense just kind of knows, what works for you, or what works for you is what works for you, and what doesn't is what doesn't. But some people do look, I mean, I liken it to people who watch the televangelist on TV at like 5 in the morning and buy the holy water, like Jimmy
Hmm.
Swagger or something
For
like
real.
that, or Rod Parsley or something on TVN. Like it's they play upon people's
Uh-huh.
uh insecurities, or
Yeah.
unsureness, or um
Exactly.
their
It's
naivete as well. Like
hmm
my grandma bought the holy water,
hmm
and
this this
I
guy
guess it's
though.
what you believe it is. Like it's like a placebo. It's like a
Hmm.
if
Now,
you think it works for you, it will, kind of thing.
this guy though. Let me tell you what happened. News broke on Wednesday. A blogger found pictures of him and all that shit. Um, and then he finally made an Instagram post saying that him and his wife was getting a divorce. It goes
Yeah,
back to what we always talk
our
about:
last nigga. Okay.
people minding their own fucking business. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Um, as far as I'm concerned, if I caught him out in public with a woman, if you see the picture, y'all can go on Instagram, y'all can Google it, y'all can find it. It's just a picture, and it's almost like he ain't trying to hide it, but it looks like they didn't make their separation and intent to divorce. They didn't make it public, which is fine. I have no issue
Hmm.
with that. And I wish them both the best. But this comes on the heels of his wife, or they're still married. It comes on the
They're
heels
still very much married. Yeah.
of getting on Instagram, I believe, or Twitter, and cursing women who cursed their marriage, and cursing people who said, "Whoever spoke on my marriage, I hope God takes His mercy and grace from you." I don't know what the fuck was going on with these folks, with her,
Yeah, she
and
would sound like she put a hex on everybody.
yeah, that's what it sounded like. It sounded
So
like she cursed people who spoke against her marriage, and there's not. I mean, we can't do shit about that. We can't do nothing about that.
no, and this is a woman that's hurt, and she's been, and they're in the public eye, and
Mhm.
he thrusted him there,
Yeah.
and uh it almost sounds like she's one of those, she's either really fanatical about her
Hmm.
religion, which is what I'm getting, or
Yeah.
she's not wrapped too tight,
Yeah. But let's think
but
about it. She can't. I mean, she can't be wrapped too tight. One thing that shocked me about all this is they've only been married 4 years,
mhm.
and I think it was 2021 when they did that whole thing about him on his, him and her, and they working it out. I'm thinking, dude, you're 2 years in, bro. You're 2 years in. I'm like, girl, if you don't,
But
you
they,
don't take.
what I understand too, not to cut you off, is they've been together for a long time though. They've been
Mhm.
together since they were very young. So they just
Okay.
recently, so they've been together for a minute. They
Okay.
were like high school sweethearts, or
Hmm.
like something like, or college sweethearts, something like that. And
Yeah.
he was, that's just what it was at that point in his life. But he
Yeah.
started working out, started getting buff, women started, he started catering to the women, about,
Yeah.
you shouldn't take this from a man, and this and this and
Yeah.
that. How bitches are,
Exactly.
oh, I wish that was my man, oh, and
Exactly.
start, so he started getting a little attention and things like that. And
Hmm.
because you look at him and look at her, like she has pictures of her that
Hmm.
or where she looks nice and done up, and then she has pictures of her that look very modest and very Christian. And I think the last picture we saw, most recent, she was in a pool fully clothed, like with a dress on, a hat, talking about some holy girl. And we was just like, girl, you don't get out the damn pool with all them fucking clothes on. Like, like it was just given very much granny, so it just, I don't know if he just, I don't, I feel like maybe she felt like she had to be that, or maybe that's what he wanted from her, but he really, hey, well, Keith just checked in. They, but it's just like you always want what you don't have type shit, like you want this modest and Christian and holy woman, but you still DMing these hoes, like, and that's who you popping out with, so that's what you really want, so and it's, I don't know.
A lot of the stuff I've been reading about him is that a lot of men said he catered to women. He was one of those guys, and I saw that. I could see that, and I could see about that. But he also, it was one of those things where he wanted women to hold men accountable. And in all this, as funny as it may sound, even though he got caught, he still took his responsibility for it. You know what I mean? He knew what he did was wrong, but some of the way he went about it, the way he tried to twist, I shouldn't say word twist, the way he tried to spin it. You know what I mean? And hey, Keish, I saw you come in. I saw Candy. I saw Candy greet you. I just wanted to make sure I got you. They said, hey, y'all, I'm getting high, so, I'm going to try to stay off the rails, But on the rails, rather.
See?
But definitely, he had a lot of things to say, and to me, he was just trying to sell books. You know what I mean? He was trying to sell books. I even think, in my opinion, when he got married, that was trying to sell books too. You know what I mean?
I also heard that she was the one that was actually writing those books. That I heard that too. So, it could have been, like a business arrangement between them. I don't know. We don't know. But I haven't heard anything from her since she put them hex on people in the comments on Instagram or whatever. And it's still a sad situation that she's dealing with that. I hope that she sounds like she not wrapped all that tight, so or she's just really fanatic about her religion. So I just hope that she has people in her corner that are supporting her, and like she'll be all right, she'll get through it. But it's just a lot of people feel like bamboozled, like the gall of you coming on here telling women how to be this in a relationship or be that in a relationship, and what kind of and then here you are cheating on your wife. Like, I don't understand that.
And that's
people
my
really
whole
be
problem.
Killing me with that.
That's my whole problem. Every time we have a relationship guru who's out there, who's catering to women, not couples, to women, saying a man should be this, a man should be that, and they're setting
the whole time you the man.
Yeah, you that motherfucker. You
the nigga that we supposed to be not. I'm gonna stop saying
that. Said we got Eddie Long, we had Steve Harvey, we got Derek Jackson. Hell, we even got motherfucking Kevin Samuels, rest in peace. Oh, rest in peace to Eddie Long too. My bad.
Yeah, Eddie Long passed away too. But he was dealing with boys, I heard. But
and we have these people who are doing this, and it's like, you guys are doing this shit on the slide. And a lot of these women called men haters. I'm not blaming the women, because don't get me wrong, because these men wouldn't be trying to cater to these women if there wasn't a market, if there wasn't an underlying issue. But it's the hypocrisy for me. You know what I mean? And like I said before, he kind of took accountability, but that was only after he got caught. And he got caught he got caught by the same gossip blogger. You know what
Yeah,
I
he
mean?
got caught by Tasha K. You know her
Tasha K.
sources. Got to get
And
which I
my
watch.
thing is, the picture was taken. If you look at the picture, he didn't care that the picture was being taken. It was almost like, fuck
He
it.
was out on a
Me and
date,
my wife
right?
separated anyway, and every time he says he got caught cheating, he was separated. And come on now,
Yeah, like you can't
you know.
say that.
Let me take my little.
Right, take your little right. Like I just think that, and then even when he announced the divorce, first of all, he filed
Yeah.
apparently, and which
Uh-huh.
kind of speaks to a lot too.
Yeah.
Um, but the day after that it came out that
Mm-hmm.
it's like it's very underhanded and it's very
Mm-hmm.
sneaky, and like
For
you
real.
just got to stay away from dudes like that. Like I don't know, and then you out
Yeah.
here telling the masses about what you should be accepting in a relationship, and here I mean
Exactly.
it's the literal audacity for me. It
Exactly.
is, it's
And
literal
like I
audacity.
always say when we talk about people, Derek, if you're out there and this comes across your timeline, hey, hit us up. Let us know what you got to say. No, you ain't got to bring your new girl on, because my problem ain't with you nor her. I just want to see what's going
I
on,
mean,
man.
no, I mean, people again, like they were together when they were very young, so he might,
Mm-hmm.
you grow, you evolve.
Yeah.
It's not a slight to that. He's with the woman, because he probably gonna do her the same too. She
Yeah.
made a little post talking about how you mad for him choosing me. Like,
Well,
girl,
well,
like, what do you mean?
that's the
Like, what do you
thing too.
mean?
That's the thing too,
Y'all
girl.
bitches be thinking y'all got a prize or something. Like,
Yeah,
y'all don't be getting no prize when y'all. It's not a prize. Like,
yeah.
you're gonna be
It's
dealing with
not
the
a
same
flex. It's
stuff.
not the
Yeah, it's not a
flex you think it
flex.
is.
It's not. It's so not the flex you think it is.
You
So,
know, and she
enjoy your
spoke some.
time with him. Get some money up out of him or whatever, and
Mhm.
move on. I guess I don't
But like I've noticed in a lot of things here, and everybody who knows me knows I love watching cheaters. Um, a
know.
lot of the times there's two victims. You know what I mean? Sometimes the other woman don't know, but when it comes to a celebrity, you
Yeah,
absolutely
yeah. How
know.
do you not know? This man is married. Like,
Exactly.
so. I mean, there's well, they always say you can't be mad at the other woman
Yeah.
or what have you. I mean, if she
Yeah.
genuinely didn't know, then she genuinely didn't know.
Well, it's probably not even a
But
thing of genuinely knowing. It's the fact that he said, "Hey, I'm separated," and
yeah,
she could have took it as so. And to me, that's fine. It's like I, you know, I'm non-monogamous in my relationships. I'm non-monogamous.
hmm,
So if I do see somebody out, like one of my friends with a woman, I don't know, it's not his girl. I kind of go mind my own business because I don't know what type of arrangement he got going on.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But we know Derek Jackson was out there doing the dumb shit. We know.
Yeah,
We know.
he a couple of women have cut, quite a few actually. She
Mm-hmm.
wasn't the first one, so she
Yeah.
probably won't be the last,
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately. But it's just the way that you handle things like that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you separated, okay, y'all separated. If you get a
Mm-hmm.
divorce, get a divorce.
Yeah. And
But if you dating while you're separated,
uh-huh.
then and especially if you're in the limelight like that, then things
Uh-huh.
like this happen. It just looks underhanded when you come out the next day and be like, "Oh, we're separated. Oh, we're getting a divorce anyway." Like, nigga,
Exactly.
right?
Now, on to folks not minding each other business. We got little fish from B2K.
Child.
Toot, tooting it, tooting it on in some leaked photos.
Is that little Fizz booty hole or no? My Sequoia said nah. Our friend Sequoia said no. That's not him because it's got the
Oh
tattoos
man,
and stuff on his arms.
I
I'm,
you
I'm
know,
I
go
got an
ahead.
opinion on that, but
Mhm,
my thing is, I saw the video, and then
mhm,
and then I saw it. I don't if it looks to be photoshopped pictures of him like with his legs up in the air and
uh-huh.
his whole You can see like Africa through there, kind of thing. And the photoshops look really good. You know, they look like him, but you know, there's things that just you just got started right. Oh my god, it was so like I was traumatized for a second. I was like, whoa. I mean, my thing is this. So Little Fizz has a OnlyFans, you know, so if we in the video we didn't see him, you know, having sex with any man, we didn't see him performing anything on any man, you know, we just saw him in these really compromising positions.
Yes.
So my thing is, if you have an OnlyFans, you more than likely do have a male gay client base that wants to see that kind of content from you, and they're gonna, you know, I'll give you 500 right now, or ding 500 right now if you know, show me that asshole, you know, kind of thing. So I could see him doing that. I'm not saying it's him. This is all alleged, and he came out and said that wasn't him.
He said for $26 though.
But $20 is $20 at the end of the day. You know, like $26.
Right about now, I could use $26.
I could use extra $26. You know, I mean, you know, he got bills to pay, and he got all this shit that he got. He's a former. He's not gonna go get a job at Burger King. You know, like he's not finna do that. He finna go get an OnlyFans like the rest of these, you know, people had to do during the pandemic when they couldn't go to these club appearances and they couldn't tour these little Z and C list, you know, celebrities or what have you.
Yeah,
I can, you know, I don't think that makes him. I don't homosexual. You know, I don't know what his orientation is. I believe he's heterosexual. He's cis male. But
it's his business. I mean, he tooting. I mean,
if he want to show his booty hole,
you know, and that's his business. What he doing? What he doing on the sly is on him. But this is like, like the second time his ass done.
This the second time he done got caught. His news got his shit done came from his OnlyFans. I mean, I'm surprised more people's news don't come out on. You know, OnlyFans. All you got to do is screenshot or something, or or what have you. It's not like Justice said with $26 though. Yes, for 26 for the low price of $26.
Exactly.
You too can witness what is the glory of Lil Fizz's asshole, apparently. So it's and it's in there too. So on the video that I saw, you didn't see anything but that, and you know his area, and some fingers. So you really don't know if that was him too, you know. But I think that video could probably be him more, or he said that's a deal, right?
Exactly. Now
I might pay $26. I'm paying $26.
Now it appears that we're actually live over on my page. Maybe it was an accident, but my boy Ty, he said if he got an OnlyFans, that's him. He gonna make money that way until he gets hacked and then deny.
Right? Just deny it.
Because you know, if somebody got it, they paid for it.
Yeah, it's their it's theirs. I guess
it's his OnlyFans. Let him do him.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because the way times is getting, shit, I might have to get me an OnlyFans soon.
I mean, you know, I'm working. I might be working on one too. I don't know. You know,
we'll see. You know, you just let me know. I'm gonna get that link because I gotta support.
Okay. Okay, you be the first one to have it. But
I gotta support for support reasons.
For support. You know, I'm just supporting my co-host.
My co-host
here. Right.
But you know, that it's just, you know, we talk about this shit every week because it's fun. We get high. We talk about people and people's business. You know, Little Fizz.
Not his balloon knot. Not his balloon knot.
Little Fizz, if you want to come on, let us know.
If you want to let us clear the air, because his baby mama ain't nothing either. Like she just came out and she said she wouldn't confirm or deny, but that's
Mhm.
just about hater ass shit. Like,
Exactly.
why you ain't
Now,
say that wasn't him? Like, that's your son's dad. Like, have him
mhm,
out here like that. But if it's his
for real.
OnlyFans, I think that's just kind of par for the course when
Exactly.
you do have that kind of thing like that, and you're somewhat a
Yeah.
celebrity. And if it was him, so what?
Hmm. And
He
just
has. They gonna pay for that. His male
exactly.
clientele and some females are into that too. They'll pay for it.
Exactly. And for those just joining us, you're watching the Aging Potheads. I'm
Mhm.
Funky Monk here with Miss
This was
Candy.
that shit is
Y'all,
funny.
we were talking about Little Fizz. We were talking about Derek Jackson. Those who watching us on the replay, definitely, you watching us. Those who actually want to, those actually who watching and just joined us late, go ahead and hit the replay and listen to what we were talking about. And
Hmm.
like I said, Little Fizz, you wanna come on out, just come on, holler at us. We ain't no judgment here.
It's not.
No.
I'm not judging him. I'm definitely not judging him. It's some stuff, back on
Hmm.
Facebook when the groups was popping that I'm sure,
Hmm.
if this thing ever do take off, it'll be surfacing around here. But you just got to
Exactly.
get ahead of that stuff. If I was Lil Fizz,
Hmm.
I'd just say, listen, I got a male clientele that likes
Hmm.
for me to do that stuff. That likes me to
Yeah.
send that content. I'm not,
Yeah.
having sex with no men or whatever. Like I said, I don't know
Hmm.
even if he's into that, so
Yeah.
what? But you know,
But.
um, it wasn't like he was doing any of those things
Hmm.
in the video. He was just, giving the
Doing his
people what they
thing.
want.
Yeah.
Right. He giving the
Now,
people what they want.
I he's in the music business, and people in the music business, they got images and things.
To help hold, yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about music. I actually started rewatching Atlanta. It's actually on FX. It's actually streaming on Hulu on all seasons right now.
Hmm.
And I watched season one again. Um, I gave it 4 blunts. Because just
Okay.
like when I watched it before, sometimes, especially at the beginning of the season, it was kind of slow because we're learning our characters. There's some
Hmm.
things going on. Um, Donald Glover, he's good. I like him.
I
I
like
like a
Donald
lot
Glover a
of the
lot.
things he
Yeah.
did. I gave it 4 blunts because it does get slow at times, and sometimes there's filler shows. It's like, man, why are we here? And it's just about a guy whose life is just his life. He's living life, and I think a lot of folks like it because they can relate to it, and it's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
And it's funny. But it's a lot of stars in here. We got Lakeith Stanfield in this, Donald Glover. Um, God, man, what's this
I
guy?
really liked Lakeith Stanfield in
Yeah,
The
yes,
Harder They
yes,
Fall. I really
yes.
liked his
Hmm.
character. I like the characters he chooses because he's like that
Hmm.
nerdy, like spacey,
Yeah,
like not really of this planet realm kind of
yeah.
person. That's what I get, the vibes that I get from him. Um and I like Danny Glover.
Donald.
Donald Glover. I don't know why I want to call this boy Danny Glover. He is not 75. Um Donald
Yes.
Glover, I like him as well. I like his music.
Hmm.
I think him and his
Yes.
brother are the ones that actually work on
Hmm.
Atlanta. I just finished season 4 not too long
Yeah.
ago.
Hmm.
It was different. I hate that's gonna be the last season, but it was very
Yeah.
it was a lot going on with that season. I really don't
Hmm.
know how to, summarize it. I would have to watch it again just to
Yeah. But as I get,
see.
yeah,
Yeah.
as I move on through the seasons, I'll post reviews because first time I watched it through, it was cool. Now I'm watching it again. Now I can pick up on other nuances of the show,
Hmm.
um, and things like that. But yeah, I gave it 4 blunts. It was a cool little ride. I also, y'all, I told y'all I had to do it. I also watched Christmas Vacation. Um,
Oh, you got around to it. I didn't get around
and
to it yet.
it's streaming on HBO Max. If you are familiar with the Vacation Um, the Vacation. I want to say trilogy, but the Vacation
Like
brand
anthology or
anthology, yeah,
yeah, anthology
from
or
the
something like
'80s.
that.
Um,
Chronicles. Oh.
I gave it 5 blunts for the sheer nostalgia. And
Yeah.
trust me, y'all, these are not good movies. These are, I mean, they're funny. They're funny as fuck. Don't get me wrong. And when you're high and um, you're watching Griswold doing the thing, and he light that house up, man.
Fuck
You
the neighbor's
know,
whole bedtime up. Or when he shined the hell out of that what is that sled
yeah,
thing and shot through them trees. What I'll tell
mhm,
you, that part
yes,
to this day still has me falling out.
hmm
I don't know, it's just something funny about it. It's like the Ace Ventura movies. Like there's just
exactly. And like I
every
said, we're
time I
looking
watch it, I can watch it a million times and I'm still gonna laugh.
exactly. If y'all are just really one of the Christmas movies, definitely Christmas Vacation is a classic. Go on, smoke, drink, and watch it, y'all. It still
Mm-hmm.
hits just as funny back in 1989. I think I was, 16 years old, or
Mm.
if my math is right, 15, 16, whatever. Uh,
Asian pothead.
you know,
Asian.
it's very funny. I gave it 5 blunts, y'all. What you got? What you watching?
I actually watched it last night while I was turning in my production notes.
Mhm.
I watched, oh, who was it? Guillermo del Toro's
Oh yeah.
version of Pinocchio.
Okay.
And it's kind of that claymation almost
hmm
animation.
hmm
It's what it gives me. It's kind of, you could still tell it's CG, but
Yeah.
it's, or some kind of animation, but it looks kind of like those older Christmas movies that you would see right now that are
Yeah. I
playing
think
right
that's the
now
look
on
they were
TV.
going for with that too.
Yeah, I think that's the look they were going for. Now, this one is not the traditional story; it's a different
hmm
take.
Yeah.
You see that. I don't know if this is because Pinocchio is based off a children's book, but it was
hmm
like a little bit darker than Disney would do back then when that movie came out. I think it came out like in the 40s or 50s or something like that.
hmm
This
Yeah.
version is giving more of a background to Geppetto and how Pinocchio, like his first son, he has a son that passed away. Without giving too much of the movie,
hmm
it's just um,
Well,
a different telling of the story. So,
yeah.
and
It's
it's
it's a
not,
different
it's kind
tone.
of dark. Yeah, it's a little darker
hmm
than and a little creepier than
hmm
in the Disney version. So I definitely gave it 4 blunts. I kind
hmm
of fell asleep at the end, so
hmm
I'm probably gonna watch it again. But I like the animation of it and the cinematography of it.
hmm
That's what kind of kept me watching. So
Yeah. And we also got to understand that a lot of these Disney stories that we watch, they're actually
like
they
old
are taken
nursery
from darker
rhymes.
stories.
Yeah.
You know, are
Uh-huh.
taken from darker stories. And Pinocchio is the same.
Mm-hmm.
His son died. He wanted to build something that was like his son. He made a wish upon a star. Here come fucking Pinocchio. Um,
Yeah.
I am, I am kind of curious to see it. I normally don't do Guillermo del Toro type movies because his movies are kind of dark. They're kind of creepy. That's really not my thing. It'll fuck up my high. You
Oh
know.
my God, you gotta stop that. You gotta watch some darker stuff. You just
hmm
want to watch
Yeah.
comedies all the time. It's not that bad.
Hey, I watch comedies all the time because that's the shit that makes me go when I'm laughing, y'all. So let us
Yeah,
know
I
what you're
know.
watching in the comments, y'all. Let us know what you think about it. Um, Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio is streaming on Netflix right now.
Hmm.
I talked about Atlanta season 1, and that's streaming on Hulu.
Hmm.
Also, Christmas Vacation is streaming on shit HBO Max.
HBO Max. Yeah,
HBO Max is what it's streaming on,
you
y'all.
can find that anywhere. That's one of the. Oh, that's an old classic. So
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's on a couple of streams. Um,
exactly.
But yeah, you
Now,
should be able to find out.
what we're getting into now is right now. I believe we are on day 3 of the Tory Lanez trial. You know what I mean? Um, and Tory Lanez is on trial for allegedly shooting Megan the Stallion or Meg the Stallion. I call her Megan. You know, I don't really call her Meg the
Yeah.
Stallion. I call her Megan. And Megan was on the stand yesterday, talking about she got shot, and all people want to worry about is who she fucking, and she don't know
Right.
why that even
Is a question.
is even a question. Um, I guess the facts is Tory Lane and some chick got into a fight, guns were shot, and shit was said, and Megan got shot. Tory said
It's
he
just
didn't.
by who we're trying to
Yeah,
figure
by
out.
who? Yeah. So
Um,
they're determining today. Kelsey took the stand, and she was
mhm.
talking about the pew pew. Um,
Well, she didn't really talk about the pew pew. She got up there and
she pleaded the fifth.
she pleaded the fifth and she was granted immunity.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're granted immunity, that lets me know that something
She
happened.
she was granted what
And
we call use immunity.
yeah,
And what use immunity is that what she says on the stand in the Tory Lanez trial
can't
can't be
incriminate her.
used against her should the
Yeah.
DA charge her.
Mm-hmm.
You know, which I think is a cop out excuse. If you said you didn't do it, you didn't do it.
I think that's a cop out excuse as well, and I
Yeah.
think that she took whatever hush money that Tory was giving her. That's just my personal opinion. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like at this point, I really my whole thing is why does if we have reports, we have
Mm-hmm.
factual things that are showing that this girl either got hit by a bullet or got hit by the fragments of a bullet. Either
Yeah.
way, she was injured.
Yes.
Whether she caused it, whether
Uh-huh.
she facilitated it,
Yeah.
they're basically trying to destroy her character,
Yeah.
saying that Kelsey was sleeping with Tori, and then
Mm-hmm.
Meg was always backdooring her or
Yeah.
something like that, and fucking her dudes behind her back, or she's a drunk, or what does that have to do with her
Yeah. With
getting shot
anything.
though? That has
Yeah.
shit to do with her
Mm-hmm.
getting. One of y'all did that to that
Yeah.
girl,
And that's
and
and that's where we're going because it's that seems to be what his defense is to cause the reasonable doubt
yeah.
because now Megan says you know
Justice said Harlem Nights. Tori
yeah
is Eddie Murphy. Bye. He
but
said, dance, bitch. Bye.
exactly the
Bye.
funny part about it is that they're going to go on the defense. They're just going to try to raise reasonable doubt because Kelsey got in there today and said she don't know, everything happened so fast. She don't know if he had a pew pew or who had one. And then when she was asked, she pleaded the fifth. Because there's certain things use immunity don't cover. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But if she admits she has a gun, they'll find a way to say she had the gun. Now a lot of
So they
folks
said
said,
she had residue on her
yeah,
too. That came out that she
mm-hmm,
had gun residue on her too. And it came
yes,
out that dang, what was I gonna say? That Meg had lied about being intimate with Tori. Because she did lie
yeah,
about that. She did say that she didn't have
mm-hmm,
sex with him, which,
yeah.
can
Which
hurt
to
her
me, I don't give a fuck.
credibility.
If
But
she
I don't give
lied,
a
she
shit about
lied.
that too. She lied,
Yeah,
she
I don't give a
lied. She
shit.
has an
Yeah,
image to upkeep. So,
yeah,
like that doesn't mean that that it justifies her getting shot. Like I don't
exactly.
understand why we even have to bring all this up. I
Yeah,
understand why she is upset that she has to
I'm gonna tell you.
um uh testify, and
Yes.
it's like people really are don't y'all just don't like her for some
Yeah.
reason. It's giving y'all don't like her,
Uh huh.
and and y'all don't care about the fact that y'all felt like she deserved it in some sort of way, like
Exactly. And what
get
pisses
my
me
shit.
off is
Go ahead. I'm listening.
We do know Megan lied.
Yeah.
We absolutely know that Megan lied. Let's be clear. We know she lied. And when everybody's saying, well, if she lied about this, then she lied about that. And that's just not how this shit works. She didn't ask to be shot. She didn't ask for that shit. Nobody asked, say, why don't you pew pew me? Pew pew pew. Pew pew pew. This is bullshit. She got fragments in her foot. It is what it is. One of you motherfuckers shot her. And was it Parker Biggie that said, who shot you? You know what I mean? Whether Meg was lying about whether she was sleeping with him or not, the fact remains that she was shot. She thought she alleges that Tory Lanez did it. Tory Lanez said he didn't do it. Old girl Kelsey did it. She got on there saying that Megan is a horrible drunk. So she probably don't know who did.
That's a terrible friend. You're a terrible friend. If you going on the stand just to
hey, ain't none of these people your friends. They ain't ever your friends.
Damn.
But we're gonna keep you posted on that. If any of y'all see this coming across your timeline, hey, hit us up. We want to hear your side of the story. But I know how y'all can't talk about pending litigation. I know how you can't really do that. But come on now, y'all. Definitely.
Well, it's coming out now. Everything's finally coming out. It's been going on for 3 years. We finally getting the answers that we need. But I definitely feel like Kelsey is perjuring herself because the prosecution did ask her.
Well, she almost got a get out of jail free card. Yeah. Because she can always do that. She always got she always has that. Now, Megan also got up there, and that's what's on our scroller now, talking about the depression and the suicide thoughts, because the anxiety and the distress this shit caused. You know what I mean? Excuse me, I burped. But yeah, it's really like these are one of those things. It's like y'all calling her a liar because she lied about sleeping with Tory Lanez. And this girl is mad that she slept with Tory Lanez. It appears like everybody for the streets. People can't get into their feelings and then start pew-pewing and all that shit. They can't.
Yeah, you can't do that. He very much gives me Napoleon complex. He very much gives me, and it's not like he doesn't have a violent past. He got into it with August Alsina. He's gotten into it with other people before. It's not like he's just he has this upstanding image. He very much gives me the baby black Air Force One energy all the time. And then he's short too. So I think that came up too in one of the things that the transcript that I read, or the people that were in the courtroom, that it came out that she said his music was trash. Yeah. And that's when he got mad. Like that's when it went up.
Even after this, man, he still is at Dre's once a month. You know what I mean? He's still at Dre's once a month. And I see you over there. I seen you got up and you got your snacks, man. We're going to keep y'all updated on this thing here, but she went and got her snacks, so y'all know it's snack time.
My stomach was talking to me because I was hungry. I'm sorry.
She got her Smart Water and her Flaming Hot Cheeto Puffs. I am a crisp type of person. I don't like the puffs as much.
Gotcha.
It gives me cheese ball feelings because when I was young, I thought I was doing some shit. I put some cheese balls in some milk, and it just didn't work out for me. And my mom made me eat them anyway. So when I eat the Cheeto Puffs, it gives me that flashback. So I don't really like puffs that much. But I will.
So it didn't taste good?
No, it didn't. It was nasty.
It was milk and Cheeto cheese
puffs? Yes.
I don't know. That might be kind of a thing. I don't know. You might do something with that. I don't know. I might just be high and But go ahead.
But yeah, it's definitely one of those things. That I like the regular Cheetos, the crunchy Cheetos type things. Now, let me tell you something.
Oh Lord!
I had some Popeyes last night, and Popeyes bragging about they mac and cheese, because we all know they biscuits are notoriously dry, so I don't even talk about
terrible, like
Popeyes mac
desert
and
dry.
cheese. They try to say it's baked. They got the little crust on top and shit like that. It's trash. I gave it 2 blunts.
2 blunt.
2 blunts. And
So what was it? The taste was terrible. It was runny.
No, it wasn't runny. It was pretty solid, but it was kind of on the dry, chunky side. And when you go in there, when I actually looked at, because I was in the drive-through, they keep it in a warmer. And when you keep it in these warmers, it's gonna dry it out.
Yeah.
So it was kind of dry. It was kind of chunky. It wasn't smooth. The taste was okay. You can tell if it was done by powder, it was mixed very well. But you could tell it was just thrown together with some regular ass cheese. It's not like, they sat over there and they slaved over and threw 6 cheeses.
Right. They ain't got time for that. Popeyes they gotta get that shit out and warm it up.
Exactly. Also, one thing I was disappointed in is that they sell their chicken and they got this thing called a breast back or a breast rib connector, breast connected to the rib, and they fry this motherfucker up. And whenever they talk about, you're gonna get a breast and a wing, don't get me started on the wings. But
a breast back.
This breast is, the breast is like connected to the back, and it's like all you get is this little piece of. It's almost just like the breast tenderloin on a rib, and it's like, God damn, can I get a real breast? And,
how does that look? I don't think I've ever had a breast back.
If I still got some leftovers in there, if there's one in there, I'll take a picture of it and show you.
Yeah, put it in the thing because I need to see what that look like. I've never had no breast back from.
Yeah, it's a breast rib.
What the fuck y'all doing over there?
Well, since it's still part of the breast, they can still sell it as a breast or white meat. It's kind of crazy. And my boy Ty, he actually says, yeah. He said it don't deserve any blunts. It's trash, and it is. It's trash. Damn. But I went because my mom. I normally go to churches, but my mom always complained about the churches and shit. I brought her home. I said, I got Popeyes because you always complain about churches. She said, I complain about churches. Like the fuck you do, every time we bring it. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'm like, I think I'm gonna bring home some churches in a Popeyes bag just so she don't complain about it.
Just so she eat it. You don't do her like that. No, I grew up on churches. I grew up on KFC and churches. They churches biscuit hitting out of the park. That honey, I don't know what they do. They biscuits is way better than Popeyes, but I like Popeyes chicken better.
Yes.
Than I like church's chicken. So if I'm feeling a chicken day like that, then I'll just stop. Y'all hold that dry ass biscuit or put it in a sock so we can break up out of here or something like that.
Now in the comments, y'all, if you're rewatching, if you're watching this now, let us know what your go-to munchie is. Tonight I didn't have any during the show. I'm still got these candy canes, these Jelly Belly candy canes that I got at Walmart. I don't really eat them on air because I don't want y'all seeing me crunch these motherfuckers like my teeth, like I'm fucking crunching my teeth.
Like a caveman, huh?
Exactly.
In the mirror out there.
Exactly. Let us know what your go-to munchie is. If you smoke or you drink, or if you're just sitting here watching TV, what's your favorite go-to munchie, y'all? Let us know.
Let us know. You see what I'm eating.
Exactly.
Your jalapeno poppers be fucking those up.
Yeah. Now, if you want to reach out to us, make sure you definitely hit us up at info@theagingpotheads.com. You want to reach Miss Candy, it is candy@theagingpotheads.com. You want to reach me, the Funky Monk, it is funkymonk@theagingpothead.com. At the top of the show, we did talk about rest in peace to our brother Twitch.
Yeah, rest in peace, Twitch.
Like I said, y'all, if y'all need help seek some help. Hit that suicide and crisis lifeline. Hit that 988. Know that you are not alone in this. Know that you will be heard. And reach out to somebody, anybody, y'all. Go ahead and reach out to somebody. Because like I said, I'd rather talk with you than about you.
And I have resources as well. If you guys just hit that, email me or anything like that. If you guys need resources to where you can go get that sort of help from.
Exactly.
To talk to somebody. So, yeah.
Now, I want to thank everybody here for joining us. We had Justin come in. We had Ty come in. I think I've seen, like I said, for some odd reason, I went live on my page. Those who are watching on my page, head on over to the Aging Potheads podcast page. Join that page. We're live on that every Wednesday at 7:00 Pacific. Make sure you join us there because I'm normally not on my page or broadcasting this on my page just for a metrics point of view. We need that there. I seen Ty over there. I seen Brady over there. I seen Knives over there. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, guys.
Most definitely, we will be back next week, which will probably, not probably, it'll be our Christmas show, y'all. You know, we gonna do that. You know what I mean? We're gonna go ahead and do our little Christmas show. We're gonna talk just like before Thanksgiving. We're gonna talk about some good shit. Hopefully we'll have some light, funny shit for y'all next week. I'm praying that we don't lose anybody.
You gotta be careful out there.
It's kind of that's where we are with this now, y'all. But most definitely, y'all, take time to meditate. Take time to medicate. And until next time, my friends, please stay lifted. I'm Funky Monk. That's Miss Candy. This is the Aging Potheads podcast every Wednesday at 7 p.m. or I should say 7-ish, because sometimes we just get off the rails here, 7-ish to about 8-ish. You know what I mean? We might run over, we might not. Let us know how you feel about the show. Hit us up with the show ideas. Until next time, y'all, stay lifted, my friends.
Stay lifted. Thank you guys for tuning in. Bye.